We are here to inspire, inform, and connect a community of entrepreneurs. Welcome to Business Rockstars. I'm Pat O'Brien. Our rock starlet is Mareya Ibrahim, the CEO of Grow Green Industries. Hi,
Yes,
Mareya.
hi. How are you?
Grow Green Industries. Everything about that sounds healthy.
It's absolutely for the environment too, right?
Now, this is going to be about washing vegetables, being healthy.
Yeah.
And I know you don't do that. Or do people do that?
No.
Yeah.
The vast majority of the population does not wash their produce, even with water. Only about 50% use water, but we know that water really does nothing because a water rinse is just simply a rinse. It's not a wash. It's not cleaning your food properly, especially when your produce is waxed. It may have pesticides on it, probably does have pesticides on it, fertilizers, and all types of different contaminants that can cause foodborne illness.
I wonder why people don't wash.
I think that...
Do they think, let me interrupt.
Yeah.
Do they think that the grocery stores do that?
Possibly.
Yeah.
I think they see the sprinklers in the grocery stores, which is really just there for moisture. It's not there as a wash, per se. And they're also washing produce that's, quote, pre-washed. But the fact is the vast majority of the produce that we have in the stores is loose. It's not in a bag. It's not pre-washed.
People are picking it up.
People are picking 30, 40, 50 sets of hands on it. And, you know, we've never really been taught food safety as home chefs, right? I mean, there's nothing out there that's saying, okay, in order to feed your family, you have to pass this test and know what you're doing. So in turn, we see 48 million reported cases of foodborne illness every single year in the United States. And a lot of that is...
What's foodborne illness?
So foodborne illness is basically, you know, it can range from feeling a little queasy to ending up in the hospital to actually dying from bacterial contamination on your food. And the big culprits are Salmonella, E. coli, and Listeria. And all you have to do is look at the news and see how recalls and outbreaks have affected not only people, but businesses and have...
Countries.
Countries,
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So now you came to this, your path to this was personal, right?
It was very personal. I'm a chef and holistic nutritionist, and my father's an environmental scientist. And about 12 years ago, he was diagnosed with prostate and bladder cancer.
All at once?
All at once. Now, luckily, they caught it early, but while he was going through his treatment and eventually he had his bladder and his prostate removed, he was told to avoid raw fruits and vegetables because of the risk of foodborne illness. I mean, they really, obviously there's something there that's telling you, why should I not eat fruit and vegetables when those are the very things that are supposed to be healthy and good for me? So we put our heads together once he received his treatment and was on the mend. With his environmental science background, he had done work 30 years prior on the effects of different natural agents on removing pesticide residue. You know, now we're so aware of it. You know, everybody knows what organic means and everybody talks about eating organic, but, you know, 20 years ago, that wasn't the case. So he was kind of ahead of his time in that research, and he reminded me of that. At the same time, we thought, how about if we can remove the pesticide residue and the bacteria and help to keep produce out of the landfills?
What made you think you could do that?
I knew that we could do it because the science was there and my dad's experience was there. And, you know, everything that we do is founded in science. I think you can go and find produce washes on the market today, but have they done their due diligence? Have they really done the lab work to prove that it's effective? And we have 5 different independent studies behind us that show it is effective. And so we set our sights on that. And being a chef, I wanted to make sure it wouldn't change the way your food tastes and smells. If anything, I wanted it to be better. You know, I didn't want you to taste...
Put garlic in it.
Yeah, I didn't want you to taste strawberries and have it taste like vinegar, which a lot of people use vinegar to wash their produce. So we went through 2.5 years of testing different iterations. We tested 7 or 8 different formulations. And the one that we landed on is up to 99.9% effective in removing pesticide residue, the the residue that can cause foodborne illness that carries the bacteria, and it helps to extend shelf life up to 5 times longer. So
that's a big thing.
With
right?
one product, you can address your health, but you can also address shelf life, which is money. And at the end of the day, everybody's looking for a way to save money and eat
be
better.
healthy. Yeah. What was your first job?
My first job was doing coordinating demos and cooking classes for a chain of natural food stores in Boulder, Colorado.
So that was in the...
It was in the realm.
Did you have a dog?
No.
Oh, because everybody in Boulder has a dog, right? Am I right?
Probably. Yeah, you're probably right.
Yeah.
A dog or...
Something.
Yeah.
So what'd you learn from that?
I learned that the attention to where our food comes from is really important, and honoring the environment and how we grow and cultivate our food is extremely important because we only have one planet. So it really embedded that in me at a young age. I was fresh out of school. I finished college at 21. So I think, you know, it also inspired a real passion for food. I'm Middle Eastern, so we're by nature foodies.
Got it.
And I grew up with my grandfather taking me to the market every single day. He would show me how to pick the fresh produce, how to smell it, how to experience it. And I found that in that chain of natural stores where all of the other grocery stores had everything kind of hermetically sealed and packaged.
It's such a crapshoot,
yeah,
isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
When you're buying food?
It is, but I think now we have more opportunity than ever. But with that, we have to be smarter than ever, because with that comes more risk. And
well, shouldn't that be on the grocery store?
There are practices in place that obviously hold the grocery store accountable. I mean, the Food Modernization Act is a great example of this. However, people buy their produce from so many different places. We go to farmers markets, we go to little farm stands, we go to smaller, mom and pop shops. Right. And at the end of the day, once you get the produce and you eat it, if there's something wrong with it, guess what? It's too late. You know, yeah. I mean, the recall might come in and help you financially, but at what cost? You've gotten sick, you've ended up in the hospital, you've seen a loved one go through an illness, and sometimes those effects are latent. You know, the buildup of pesticide residue and bacteria in your system can show itself much later in your life.
We're going to talk about that more in a minute. So your passion was not only food, but keeping it clean, right? Keeping it clean,
keeping it safe, and keeping it convenient. Because, you know, I think we can all agree, whether you're paleo or vegan or omnivore, whatever, or steak and potatoes guy, the fact of the matter is, you know, we should all be eating a lot of fresh produce. Mm-hmm. You know, I think we can all agree on that. And if that ends up being, as being a holistic nutritionist and someone who's a chef that really promotes fresh food, you know, if the basis of your diet is a little iffy and you can't manage it and it's going bad before you ever even get a chance to eat it, you're probably not going to eat it. It's just not convenient anymore. So we really teach the home chef, as well as restaurants and food service companies, how they can make their food better, safer, tastier, and last longer. And that's a winning combination.
Did you know that was a big ticket when you went into it?
We did. We knew that we could address two of the biggest issues in food today: food waste and food safety, with a simple low-tech product that really, it's what you find in nature. And it is, we have natural and certified organic products. So we're doing it in a way that's not adding a chemical per se into your food as well.
Yeah, I was going to ask about chemicals, because don't they clean with chemicals?
Well, if you look under
some sort of chemical.
Sure, if you look under your sink where you keep all of your cleaning supplies, I mean, I don't think you would spray any of those into your mouth, would you?
No.
I could spray Eat Cleaner into my mouth, and I do it every time I do a presentation, because I want people to feel so comfortable and so assured. A little salty. Okay. It's a little salty, but, you know, the point is it's safe enough that you know, I have 2 kids, and that was one of my priorities, is if my daughter, who was 2 at the time, took a bottle out from under the sink and sprayed it into her mouth, would I have to rush her to the hospital? No, not at all.
Before you would have.
Before I would have. But with our product, you don't have to do that. And plus, we created a whole line. So we have convenient wipes that a mom can take out of her diaper bag or out of her purse, clean a piece of fruit, give it to her child. And it's better than grabbing, you know, a bag of chips or a cookie or something like that when you're at the grocery store and you want to give them a quick snack.
You're great for doing this. We are here to inspire, inform, make you healthy, and create a community of entrepreneurs. This is Business Rockstars. I'm Pat O'Brien. Back in a minute. We are here to inspire, inform, and connect a community of entrepreneurs. Welcome back to Business Rockstars. I'm Pat O'Brien. Mareya Ibrahim, the CEO of Grow Green Industries, is our guest, and a good one. Thank you. These are the products that keep your vegetables and everything clean. Yep. It looks like a lot of work.
But it's not. It really isn't.
I'm not saying it is.
Yeah.
It looks like.
Well, and that's, you know, as a busy mom myself, I'm a single parent. And, you know, for me, it's got to be easy because nobody's got time to do anything these days. So you have a couple of options. You can spray, literally spray the surface of your produce, wait 2 minutes, give it a quick rinse. Or you pour a couple of capfuls into a bowl, soak your produce, and that's it.
You can soak it?
Yep. It doesn't require any scrubbing, any weird, you know, process after that. It's literally 2 minutes and you're done. And then we also have the wipes where if you've got an apple or pear, anything that you're going to eat on the go,
plum,
a nectarine.
Berries,
and you can smell, stink less. It's a
It
biodegradable.
smells like, I don't want to take the whole show. I'm trying to figure out. And then,
mild, though.
it smells very nice.
Mild. It's a biodegradable wipe. You can use it to clean a piece of fruit or your hands, your mouth, like you're doing, your utensils. And here's the thing, because our products are formulated to come into contact with food, you can use it to clean a surface like a cutting board, or I use the spray to clean the inside of my refrigerator. Because I'm always like, I'm not going to use something that's toxic to clean the inside where my food's going to touch it.
And I drank this, right?
You can spray it right in your mouth. You want me to do it? You already did it. See, I'll do it.
Just tastes a little
I've
salty.
done it like 5 million times, so I'm not dead yet.
Yet, can walk out the door. So
you can't do that with your household cleaners, that's for sure.
It doesn't add a whole lot of time, right?
It really doesn't. It's 2 minutes, and what it saves you is we're really trying to teach families, especially for the home chef, that you can bring home your produce, wash everything all at once, throw it all into the sink, and use the concentrate. We're also coming out with a new powder packet where you'll be able to dispense just one little sachet into your sink, wash everything, put it back in your refrigerator, and it's ready for the week. And it literally takes 2 minutes of your time. And by doing that, you're not going to ever throw produce away again. So imagine if 2 minutes of your time worthy of not throwing away
I think
$50
people see
worth
this
of
and
produce.
they think, oh, another half hour, 45 minutes.
Yeah, and it's just a couple of minutes.
Right. So what's been the response?
The response has been amazing.
You're on a lot of shows, right?
Yeah, we were on a show called Hatched, and on Hatched we had 4 investors that looked at our products, and every single one said, I want in. And after that, we got onto HSN. We've been on twice. We'll be on again here coming up shortly. And we've sold out of product on the show, which tells me that when people see it and they understand how easy it is, it's a no-brainer. They see the difference, they taste the difference, they experience a better quality product. And you know, it's amazing with the power of social media. We actually have customers that share their videos, their testimonials, unsolicited, just like, look at this, check this out. I can't believe blackberries lasted 2 weeks in my refrigerator after they were washed. So we know that it's delivering value. It's a matter of getting it out there and being on shows like Business Rockstars so we can spread the message.
Now, I live in Nantucket during the summer, and there's just plenty of berries and all this stuff. Yeah. Which I just pull off and eat. Now,
can you take this with you?
would you suggest taking these? Or?
So the wipes are great for piece fruit. So an apple, a nectarine, a pear, even an orange, because an orange has a peel that's been sprayed, and once you peel it, you're going to touch the inside of the fruit. You want the outside to be clean. For berries, any soft fruit, lettuce,
Just get a smaller
greens,
bottle,
you do the bottle. Or you do the sachet, which we'll have by the time you travel this summer. Just take a couple powder packets with you, throw it in the sink, throw your berries in there or a bowl, and you're done. It's really, really, I want you to feel like it's so easy to do, you can't not do it.
Just make it part of your routine.
Make
right?
it part of your routine because it's going to save you money and time in the long run.
Now, what's the food industry say about this?
You know, the food industry is interesting because obviously your grocer doesn't necessarily want your produce to last longer, right?
That's
And
a good point.
they certainly don't want you to think that their produce is not safe.
Right.
So we walk a careful line. You know, we know that we should wash our produce, but I ask you, what else do you rinse with water alone and call clean? You don't wash your dog with water. You don't wash your plates with water. You don't wash your hair with water. You certainly shouldn't wash the food that's been grown in fertilizer and manure with just water. So a lot of our education comes offline, online campaigns through media, through social media, to really spread the word and get people to understand. And then at the food service level, talking to restaurants. I mean, I don't have to mention the specific company that got hit hard with foodborne illness, but you know, there were major repercussions after that.
Everybody knows.
Everybody knows about that.
What happened before? How'd we get to this point?
We got
Are we
to this
just all
point-
eating crap our whole lives?
Well, you know, our whole food supply and food chain is very different than it was 20, 30 years ago. I mean, we're getting food from all over the world. About 60% of our produce today is imported, and about half of 1% is actually inspected. So, you know...
What's next?
What's next? I would love to be able to, first of all, we got to make Eat Clean our household name.
Mm-hmm.
And we want restaurants and other food service outlets that are preparing food for consumers to understand how important this is. And we have commercial-sized washes and wipes, too.
But you have to make the public understand.
Yeah.
Demand it, right?
Yeah.
Or is that going backwards?
It is. No, it is. It's on both sides.
Mm-hmm.
Together, we can really help create that demand and that understanding. And we're doing that every day. And what's next in terms of products, we're going to make more products that help people with kitchen safety and improving their health. As a chef, I'm a writer also. I'm working on my second book. And we're doing videos, Facebook Live every day, and getting people to really understand that these are simple things. I'm a relatable mom that everybody can, you know, not
Right.
pampered. I don't have a chef cooking for me. I can do this, so can you.
Are they necessary things?
They are.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Okay. You know what? Good for you.
Thank you.
I'll take this stuff home.
Can I make you a believer?
Sure.
Okay, good. Then I just won another battle today.
I'm not a battle. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you, Pat.
Appreciate it.